Welcome to another deep dive. We've been away for a couple of days and a shorter episode, this one, as we are about a month away from training camps to start. Today, we're cutting through the noise in the NBA world, sifting through some of these blockbuster trade rumors, the shifting sands of rivalries, a surprising Big Three debate maybe brewing in Dallas, and what one future Hall of Famer still kind of has on his plate. Our mission, really, is to arm you with the sharpest insights from all the latest chatter out there. Okay, so let's unpack this juicy rumor first. The Golden State Warriors. The reports say they've been pretty relentless, right? Reaching out to the Lakers multiple times over the last, year and a half, all to explore this, almost unthinkable idea, pairing LeBron James with Steph Curry. And what truly puts this in perspective, I think, is their time together on the U.S. national team. Paris Olympics.
Yeah, that definitely added a layer.
And, frankly, the Warriors' history of big game hunting, they actively pursue these, proven elite superstars.
Like they did with Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's that persistence that's just so striking here. But if we kind of zoom out a bit, this isn't just about a trade, is it? It feels like a profound legacy dilemma for LeBron.
Tough so.
Well, his priorities seem clear enough. Competitiveness, obviously, his family's happy in LA, that matters. And financial stability.
Sure, the practical stuff.
But the perception, the idea of him joining an already, finished product, quote unquote, on Steph's turf, that could really replicate the exact criticism Kevin Durant faced when he went to Golden State, couldn't it?
Oh, absolutely. The narrative machine would go into overdrive.
And just imagine for a second if this somehow happened. LeBron, Steph, Draymond. Maybe even a potential Jimmy Butler gets thrown in there.
Wow.
You're looking at what some people are already calling the basketball equivalent of the Expendables.
Okay, I see that. Star-studded, legendary.
But also one with some significant mileage on the tires. A lot of miles.
Yeah, that idea of legacy and, like you said, whose turf, it's so central to LeBron's whole story. But it also makes you wonder about the Lakers and their place, their enduring identity and all this. How do true NBA rivalries even get, properly forged in this era with all the star movement, shifting allegiances? It feels different. We saw that intense direct rivalry between LeBron and KD, right? Battling for titles, guarding each other.
Head to head.
But what about Kobe and LeBron? Was that the same thing?
That felt much more like a media-driven thing, a discourse rivalry, if you will.
Oh, okay.
Because they never really clashed when the stakes were highest, in the finals. And that's really crucial, I think, for building those authentic, enduring rivalries.
Right, the actual championship battle.
Exactly. And the league's parity today, it's much higher. More teams feel like they have a realistic shot. That makes sustained dynastic teams harder to come by.
Which in turn impacts the rivalries.
Yeah, it makes those consistent player-on-player rivalries like Magic and Bird tougher to maintain over time. Though, we are seeing some hints of new ones. Young guys like Wembanyama and Chet Holmgren.
Right.
That could be something.
True, the early signs are there.
And with Luka now a Laker, the Western Conference could definitely ignite some fresh animosity. You never know.
Good point.
I mean, Kobe himself even admitted he didn't feel a real rivalry with the Celtics until they actually played for the title in 2008. Stakes matter.
Okay, so shifting gears from, potential super teams and rivalries, let's focus on Dallas for a minute. There's this different kind of Big Three scenario sparking some debate. A hypothetical trio of Cooper Flagg, Kyrie Irving, and Anthony Davis. Now, that combination sounds pretty electric on paper, but is it truly better than any Big Three we actually saw in the Luka Doncic era?
Well, it's interesting you bring that up because many people look back at that Luka, Portios, and early Jalen Brunson trio, and it's largely considered, maybe a bit overrated in hindsight.
Really? Why is that?
The real issue was availability, first off, and then impact. Portios and Luka only played, 110 out of 202 possible games together. Lots of injuries.
That's a lot of missed time.
It is. And maybe more tellingly, Portios' performance in the 2021 playoffs was notably inefficient. It kind of showed how his game struggled to translate when it mattered most.
What were the numbers like?
Averaging just 13 points and 5 rebounds, shooting only 30% from three. Just not great.
Oof. Yeah, that's not going to cut it.
Right. That whole era was described by a lot of close observers as, frankly, frustrating and even horrible. And look, even with the Celtics this past year, he was important, but they ultimately clinched their championship without him really delivering big in the finals due to injury.
Okay, last topic then. Let's turn our attention to Kawhi Leonard. We're talking about a two-time Finals MVP, a definite future Hall of Famer. Does a guy like that have anything left to prove in his career?
Career-wise, looking at the whole picture, with those two Finals MVPs, for sure. However, as a Clipper, specifically, it's a very, very different story.
The team context.
Exactly. The initial expectation when he arrived was basically a guaranteed ring, or at least serious contention every year. That just hasn't happened, has it? Only one conference finals appearance so far.
And injuries have been a huge part of that story.
A massive part, including missing an entire season. And, he's not even really considered the greatest Clipper of all time.
Who holds that title, then?
For many, that honor still belongs to Chris Paul and Blake Griffin from the Lob City era.
Interesting perspective.
So for his tenure with the Clippers to be seen as, let's say, positive relative to expectations, another deep playoff run feels almost essential. Maybe another conference finals appearance.
So it's about the Clipper legacy specifically.
Precisely. The real lesson here for fans, maybe, is how even an undisputed all-time great's legacy can be viewed so differently through the lens of unfulfilled team expectations.
Okay, so as we wrap up this deep dive, it kind of leaves you with a thought to chew on. Does a superstar's overall career legacy, the Hall of Fame resume, ultimately overshadow the specific, maybe injury-marred chapters they write with individual teams? Or do those team-specific struggles, those unmet expectations, actually redefine their narrative in the minds of fans? Something to think about. Like and subscribe for more.